All right, let's start the interview.
Tell me who you are and what Pact with Grace does in plain terms, like you are explaining it to someone who has never thought about hiring someone to handle their gift giving before.
Sure. So I am Grace Goodall, and I am the owner of Packed with Grace. I save people time and energy shopping store to store by asking them questions. I learn a little bit about the recipient, and then I curate the package, deliver it, or ship it.
I'm very bad at gift giving. I know people, but I don't know what to give them. So perfect for people like me. All right. How did this business get started and was it always the plan or did it find you?
Yeah, so I've always loved gift shops and gift giving. I went to Lake George as a kid and I would walk through the little shops there with my parents. Loved that. So I always wanted a little storefront. That's what I'm working towards. Little place that people could get coffee, place their order. Um, and that's been the plan since February 2024. So patience and consistency are key.
Okay, so you kind of like took this as like you modeled it off that, like you let the gift stores want to like kind of expand it out a little bit in your own unique way.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to find how Packed with Grace will stand out from the other gift stores. I'm still working on that.
Hey, we got to pave our own paths, and that's never smooth and easy. So, what I'm doing is completely unique as well. So we have nothing to guide it off of. What made you decide to build this for yourself instead of going more traditional route?
I saw the need for personalized gifting in the community. I know that a lot of people use Etsy, but that's a fairly large business. And I thought that it would be cool to give myself the freedom to create my own, experience for people rather than, making each person think it's a transaction like on Etsy.
So a personalized approach to that kind of thing instead of just like, oh, I thought of you last second. This is the closest thing I could find. You want effort shown that the person put into actually giving the gift.
Absolutely. And I want, like, for when people get a gift from Packed with Grace, I want that to be from the person who bought it, not from me. So I make sure that the person who places the order gives me details about their relationship. Unless it's like a client corporate order, it's a little bit different in that aspect. But I really pay attention to the details in that way.
Yeah, details are a huge thing. All right. So walk me through what actually happens from the moment someone reaches out to you to the moment the box lands at someone's door.
So typically it starts with a consultation or like a brief conversation. I learn about the recipient, the occasion, the budget. I give the client an estimate on how much the budget or how much the box might cost. And then I go ahead and source the items from different local shops or larger businesses. I create the concept of the gift and then I assemble everything and package it professionally. My goal is to make the gift giving process stress free and fun for the person who's ordering.
So not only are you a small business, you support local small businesses as well while
I
you're doing
love
your business.
to. Yes, exactly. I think that's one of my favorite parts of being a small business owner is just seeing each other grow.
Being able to give back to the community, build those relationships, especially helps long term too.
You got it.
Gift giving is personal. How do you take information from someone you have never met and turn it into something that feels like it came from someone who really knows the recipient?
It goes back to the details. I ask the right questions and I pay attention to the order when it comes in. So often it's not about finding like the most expensive gift. It's about finding something that reflects the person's hobbies or personality. Um, Colors is a big thing, and I know that sounds silly, but people connect with colors and music. So small details create the gift experience, and making someone feel seen is the whole point of it.
Okay. I'm gonna go a little bit off the questions right now and get like see like this could be really good. So let's say that I'm a customer coming to you and I want to buy something for my wife. Help me.
Sure. So, what is the occasion?
Let's say that it's our second anniversary. It's not for 3 months. I actually do remember our anniversary, but let's just say that I'm shopping for our anniversary.
Okay, perfect. Does your wife have any allergies? All right, well, that won't be in the box. So,
That'd
that's
be
good to
really
know.
weird.
Yes, that is a very good thing to know, though. So what I would do is I would create a little questionnaire for you. It would be maybe 5 or 10 questions based off of that. I would send that to you through an email, and then once I get that back, I would go ahead and source a bunch of different items locally. And if I ask if you have any personalized questions or customization, sorry, for the box, like if you wanted her name on a cup, or if she um if you wanted her birthstone on a ring or something for the anniversary, and then I would curate the box for you.
Okay, so you can do all these kind of customizations, or are you like, I know a guy?
So I source out. So I know that I made fun of Etsy a little bit, but I used Etsy previously for customizations before on like drink cups and stuff like that. So I would buy that separately, or I'll go to Michael's and I'll get the stuff for the Cricut machine and make it myself.
I don't even know what a Cricut machine is, so perfect.
Oh, cool. Well, that it's really fancy and I'm still learning it too, but it's where you can create your own like stickers and decals and stuff like that.
Gotcha. Okay, sweet. Yeah, you learn something new every day. What is something about putting together a custom gift box that most people on the outside would never notice, but makes all the difference in how it lands?
The arrangement of the presents inside. That is super important. Just how when somebody opens a box or a basket, a gift, it contributes to the whole experience, what they pull out first. I want to give you an example.
Yeah.
I think I just did a gift not too long ago where I basically I I put down the cutting board first, cheese knives, and then the barbecue sauce so that it was layered and they could see each one as they pulled it out of the box. You could probably edit that out. That was a ramble. Next question.
Yeah, rambles are good. It gives like a personability thing too. You're like, yeah, I'll edit out whatever you want, but like me looking away at like the thing has nothing to do with the conversation and everything like that. But like, adding a personal touch is really good. Like I want to say like I don't know if it's something that you've thought of, but like phobias of like what the recipient can have, because my mom has a weird condition to where she cannot stand, and it's hilarious to me. She can't stand the sight or touch or feel of.
Right. That is really smart, Devin. Thank you for bringing that up. Um, because I go with the allergy thing, but I've never thought about the phobia thing or like textures. And I'm a very sensory oriented person. So I think that's a really cool thing. Thank you.
Get a glitter bomb.
That's smart too. I just recently saw a post about, I don't know if you saw it, but there was someone asking if they made a gift box with spray or what is it, the pepper spray in it or something. And I just joked around. I said, Packed with Grace makes any kind of box. And I'm like, just kidding. Just kidding.
Surprised you most about running a business like this that nobody warned you about before you started?
The marketing and the social media aspect of things. Networking. I didn't realize the impact of each relationship that you would build after you become a small business owner. Like you just have to think. I even think when I'm driving now, like I have to behave on the road because you don't know who your clients are. So
It gives you a completely different perspective. Like your parents are watching, like you have to behave now. What does a good week look like for you versus a stressful one?
good week is a mix of client inquiries, orders, content creation, consistency. A stressful week is when I don't have a babysitter and I don't have any content made until the last minute. I don't have anything pre-made. Um, and when I'm not getting engagement on my post, sometimes that stresses me out. But deep
Yeah, you
breaths.
feel like it's falling on deaf ears and everything. But one thing I've noticed lately is like a lot of people like have seen stuff from days before. So like that consistency really does add up. What is the hardest part of keeping this going that has nothing to do with the actual gifts and boxes?
I think it is going back to the consistency again. I just making myself stay consistent with getting in front of the right people. People don't understand the services they need until they see it necessarily. I don't know if I worded that right, but like you said, people see things from days before. So just continuously promoting your stuff, making people aware of your business. Um, I think that's the hardest part.
Yeah, one thing that I listen to a lot of YouTube with like David Goggins, Tony Robbins, like that kind of thing. Um, when you start, nobody knows who you are. Nobody can see your stuff. Like what? Well, like who cares? Like how you start. Like the fact that you started is just a huge step in it. You know, you're miles ahead from the guy that's still sitting on the couch, like wondering, oh, I could be a billionaire. Oh, I can have like these businesses. I can have these employees. I can do all this stuff. But making the actual steps is a huge thing.
Yeah, for sure. Takes a courage.
Yes, exactly. Even just having this meeting takes courage. Like I remember, like I asked, you were one of the first people that I asked, and you're taking the chance. You're stepping out of your comfort zone, putting yourself out there. Congrats on that. Like it's this is not me either, but in order to have things you never had, you have to do things you never done. So next question. How do you want a client to feel from the first conversation to the moment the person they are gifting opens the box?
Relieved, excited, and happy. I want them to know that somebody is handling something for somebody that they love with confidence and experience, something that they can give to somebody that they love that they can be proud of.
What do you wish more people understood about custom gifting before they reached out to you?
The whole point of custom gifting is to make it so it's stress free. I think that people see my price points on my website and get a little startled sometimes, but I have different price points for a reason. So the consultation is really the first step that people should go to instead of panicking. Um, and the value comes from thoughtfulness and personalization, not yeah. I'm willing to work with people on pricing.
Where's Packed with Grace headed, and what are you working towards right now?
Right now, I'm really focused on gaining more awareness, building my networking skills, and I am expanding more into client and corporate gifting. I really want to become the go-to person for salons or realtors, anything like that. Would be really fun around the capital region. And you asked this before if it's just the capital region, but I've lived here my whole life. So it's like my brain is here and I need to expand that a little bit more. But I go throughout the whole United States.
Okay. So like anybody like around the entire country can call you, have like a face-to-face kind of like this and ask you like consultate like that, figure out what they need. You don't need to be in the room to be able to make an impact, is what you're saying. Like they don't need to be face-to-face and everything.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Good. That's the best is like being able to do things remotely, especially in the world we live in now. What would you tell someone who has a passion for something specific and is thinking about turning it into a business from scratch?
Start before you feel ready, but when you're excited, because I feel like the passion is what's going to drive you. You'll learn more by taking action instead of just waiting until you're ready. I definitely have learned a lot in the last 2 years. Be willing to adapt, stay consistent the best you can, and remember every successful business starts with somebody, just deciding to start and begin.
Yeah, I like that. Have you ever seen the movie The Founder?
I've
The
heard of that,
McDonald's?
but I haven't seen it. No.
You should. His persistence has been crazy, and it's an amazing story. But like, he started as like a milkshake salesman, and he became the founder of McDonald's. Like, he didn't make McDonald's, but he built it into what it is today. Like,
Oh, yeah. I think my fiance was trying to get me to watch that. I need to.
it's yes, you really should. It's a very good movie, and especially for people that want to start their own business. persistence, 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 nothing is the path less traveled is always harder to pave. Where can people find you, and what is the best way to reach out if they want to place an order or follow what you are building?
People can find Packed with Grace on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. I'm even on YouTube. You can book a consultation with me through my website at packedwithgracellc.com, or you can send me a message. My phone number is on the website, and so is my Gmail. Whatever way is the most comfortable way for you to contact me, feel free.
Is there anything else you would like to specifically add to this interview?
I think that Packed with Grace, it starts with a person and not a product, and that's what makes my business different. My goal is not to sell items, it's to sell an experience.
Not just a product. You're putting your name out there, you're putting your effort into it, and you're making an experience, not a product.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions you want to ask me?
What made you decide that Packed with Grace was an interesting business to talk about?
It's completely unique. I mean, like I've seen like a little bit here and there, but like building something like this is not something that, is the traditional route. It's the psychology behind these kinds of things. The more people that, like you have a unique idea. A lot of people have unique ideas. You've been supporting me like on my page, like you've been very active about my things. You are the kind of person that like can help someone that's also kind of I don't want to say shy, but like cautious about putting themselves out there. And your story and your business could help someone else, have the courage and to be able to get to where you've gotten to.
Thank you, Devin.
Of course. All right. Is there anything else you want to add or talk about or whatever?
I think that's it, but I really appreciate your time.
Hopefully somebody reaches out and asks you questions if they want to. Are you open to that? If people like have the idea of like just, I have this idea. She seems like a similar place where I was when I first started. You're cool with people just sending you a message, even if they have no intention on buying or just want to build a relationship or
Absolutely. I love meeting new people and making friends. So yes.
Good. All right. So if that concludes, that really wraps up everything. So if you want to just, I guess we're going to sign off. So great talking to you.
Thank you,
Hopefully
Devin.
helps other people get comfortable, and thanks for being on.
All right. Bye-bye.